With KD injured, is this series over?
Well, I'm not going to say it's over, but what I will tell you is that there is no excuse for the Houston Rockets not to win this series. I can tell you that much right now. I mean, if you listen, Max Kellerman has been one of the ringleaders with this argument. If CP3 had not gone down, the Houston Rockets would have won the West last year and probably the championship. That's what they were saying last year against a healthy KD, a healthy Steph Curry, a healthy Klay Thompson. Well, guess what? Now CP3 is healthy, and so is James Harden, and so is PJ Tucker, and so is Eric Gordon and the crew. And KD goes down. Y'all won games 3 and 4 with a healthy KD on the floor, averaging 35 a game. You won game 3 and 4 with KD doing what he's doing, wreaking havoc throughout the postseason. And you were down 20 plus last night before you came back and took the lead before KD went down. And somehow, some way, now you got an excuse to lose? Oh, hell no. No. This is what it's all about right here when it comes to James Harden and CP3. And it's not just James Harden. It's him. Don't give a damn. Now, he's older, you know, the athleticism and this dissipation and the skill set, but the mind is still. I want to hear that. It's on a 4-year, $106 million deal. You can still play. You're a brilliant basketball player. It's time. This is it. And this is your opportunity. This is the greatest opportunity the Houston Rockets have had at a championship in the James Harden era. And the bottom line is there's no excuses. If there ever was a point where there's no excuses for them too, it's right now. You handle your business in Game 6 because God help you and your reputation if you lose Game 6 without KD. And then you come back to the Oracle for Game 7. And even though the odds are stacked against you, I'm willing to bet Houston will be the favorite because you got James Harden and CP3. Handle your business. So I'm not going to say it's over because we saw what Steph Curry and Klay Thompson can do and are willing to do because they both stepped up when Kevin Durant went down. But there is no excuse for Houston. This is yours. It's there for the taking. What you going to do?
Well, there's plenty of excuse for Houston now, which is that they're down 3-2, and Golden State has home court. That's the excuse. Look, let me show you what I mean. Let's say that they're now advantaged against Golden State because Golden State no longer has Kevin Durant. We all know Kevin Durant's an advantage, even though their point differential and win-loss record doesn't change much when Durant's out, as long as Steph is on the floor. However, we know in the playoffs it's different. Golden State had a hard time getting over the hump before KD got there. That is true. But let me show you what I mean. Let's say without KD now, you think Houston should be a real solid favorite, like better than 2-1. Say they have a 70% chance to win Game 6 at Houston. And let's say you believe if they do that, they should be better than a 2-1 favorite to win at Oakland, to win at Oracle. That's a 70% chance, let's say, better than 2-1. You know what that means? You know what 70 times 7, what's 7 times 7 is 49. They're still under 50% to win both games. They're more likely than not to lose the series simply because they staked a great team. Even without KD, they're a great team. I mean, even though they lost to LeBron and Kyrie when they were fully loaded, okay, they didn't have Iguodala, that's true. The year before, they went 6 games when LeBron didn't have Kyrie or Kevin Love. So they've always seemed a little vulnerable for a team that's been as great as they have been in the regular season. Nevertheless, they're a formidable team. They're a powerhouse team at the very least, even without KD. And when you stake that team to a 1-game lead and they have home court, you're simply the underdog still, Stephen A. The series is not over one way or another. The Rockets now have a better chance than they did. They should have won that game last night, but they have a better chance than they did. But in fact, Golden State simply, they're up 3-2 with home court. They're still the favorites.
Well, listen, first of all, I'm willing to concede that when we say the word over, technically, theoretically, of course it's not because there's a Game 7 at the Oracle. But would you stop with the damn numbers for once? You got them eyeballs of yours. Come on, man, use it. Come on, Max. With those Beetlejuice eyes of yours, stop it. Stop with the numbers, Max. You know what time it is, bro. Come on now. Listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Max. Guys were in the arena last night arguing, right? Well, you know what? Hey, we won without KD in the past before he got here. Stop that. Andrew Bogut was younger. Harrison Barnes was there.
Iguodala
was younger. Livingston was younger. We all know they ain't the same now. So it's not just about what you have, but it's about what you lost in Kevin Durant and what you don't have in terms of your depth. They're not the same.
I want to address that.
That's why Steve Kerr went out of his way to praise this team because he know they dug deep to get that done yesterday. Come on, Max. You can't look at Harden and CP3 and not see, yo, this is yours for the taking. There's no excuse not to get this done.
Look, CP3 should be hungry, and that should make the difference. But Justin, let's start with the Warriors. Are they different? Yes. Let's not pretend it's the exact same squad. Iguodala, still with the fate of the universe on the line on that team. Give me Iguodala to hit a big shot. Any other time, no, but with, under pressure, give me Iguodala. But the point is, even without KD, is Steph still an MVP caliber player? Yes, you have an MVP caliber player on your team, 5-star. Is Klay Thompson an all-star caliber player? Yes, you got a 5-star and a 4-star. What about Draymond Green? Yes, that's an all-star. You got an MVP and 2 all-stars, and Draymond Green was 1 play away from being Finals MVP, by the way, against the Cavs when they lost in Game 7. Had the Cavs not won it, Draymond was about to be MVP. And you have Iguodala, a former Finals MVP, who can still play. No, they're not what they were. You're right. Yes, they are vulnerable. But damn it, you got an MVP, 2 all-stars, and a former Finals MVP on your team still? That is a powerhouse team.
You were vulnerable. You were vulnerable with KD on the court, man. You were vulnerable. I can understand if we sat up there and we had Golden State as the prohibitive favorite and they should run away with this series, but it was tied 2-2. They were down 20 and came back and took the lead with KD on the floor.
I ain't arguing.
I'm just saying, yo, if that's who you are,